Fanatics Live. What better way to start a day than getting a rip underway? Shout out to Kreger. Got to shout out Roscoe, Max MC, Alberti, Ace, everyone who was able to get that together. Jumbo Shrimp and Kevin are already in. We got another one posted right now. Hump Day, Heaters, a little gilded. Definitive, and triple threads. So a big boy break bright and early in the morning. But before we go any further, we gotta wish Ashley a big happy birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Everybody who comes in today, if you're watching us right now, if you see Ashley in the chat, or if you don't see Ashley in the chat, wish her a happy birthday. We all have to, we all gotta wish Ashley a big happy birthday today. None of us would be here if it weren't for Ashley. So
happy birthdays in the chat, guys. Happy birthdays in the chat.
Big celebration all day today. Big celebration today.
We're partying.
Yes, I love it. And we got the day started off with a nice Bowman Best and Bowman Draft Break. So the vibes are up here over at Suncoast, and we are ready to party. We got an abridged version of Talkin Slab today. Big Dog and myself in the captain's chairs. And listen, we'll get this thing done in an hour, and we'll get back to ripping hopefully sooner rather than later. Big Dog, I gotta say, man, I was looking at some of the cards we were hitting last night.
Last night was a good night.
My word.
Last night was a good night.
We had a Golden Gator sighting last night.
A crazy card, too.
Crazy Golden Gator.
One that's been like talked, like we've been waiting for that. You know what I mean? Like to see something like that, to see the Willie Mays from 1969, like bang,
unbelievable. I believe mint 9, if correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, got a 9.
Follow us on Instagram at Suncoast Sports Cards. We will be posting the picture of that card, the video of that card. If you want to see it again, Suncoast_Sports Cards on Instagram. If you want to see some more of that, we will be posting that later today. Unbelievable. And I actually think I'm ready to make a declaration, Big Dog. I've done a lot of thinking. I think Topps Definitive might be my favorite product in all of baseball. Like, I have been thinking about this for a little while.
That's not a bad take.
And it wasn't like this before, but this year especially, it's been nuts. Some of the posts, I saw Jason taking some pictures of the hits we had out of the Definitive last night. Do you have a number one?
I would say the only thing that I would maybe, like, put it to battle with is Diamond Icons, but like with what we've gotten out of Definitive, the logo men, the one of ones, like the stories, the stories we have created for like and branded ourselves within from the product of Definitive. I think it's got to be the best one. I'm thinking mainly about the logo men, mainly about all the letter patch autos that we.
There was one patch I saw from last night. I want to say it was the Cardinals,
or was it the Phillies?
The Phillies, yes, like the full have the whole bell. Patch, Yep, it's going to be on our Instagram, Suncoast Sports Cards today.
That same Definitive box, one Definitive box had the one of one Nick Castellanos with like the full Phillies patch. It had the quad auto, which featured Ohtani, Ichiro, Masataka Yoshida, and Hideki Matsui, and the one of one Mike Trout button.
Yes. That was in the same box or same case?
All in the same box.
Stupid.
There was only one box in the break, and that was all in the same box. Unreal, yeah.
You love to see it. And guys, as we're talking about it, we got Hump Day Heaters in the store right now, gilded, and Definitive, and triple threads, and Bowman Draft all loaded up in there. Hop on in. Scoops, I couldn't believe it. I woke up today and I was looking through some of the pictures, that we send in our group chats here, and I was like, that was all in one night. More where that came from if you missed it. Once again, Suncoast Sports Cards on Instagram. We'll have those pictures up for you guys in just a couple of hours. But Big Dog, I mean, look, we will talk a little more cards today, but there was actually, and I hate to talk about this league, but it was probably one of the biggest deals we've had in the entire season so far. Luka Doncic plays the Dallas Mavericks once again. I did not watch this whole game. I did go to bed, to be honest with you. Did you watch this game?
No, but I did. I was following like the updates.
You're following it? Yeah.
All the Instagram posts that flooded in once it ended. So like I was up to date. I'm aware of what happened.
Yeah, and I'm not going to complain.
You couldn't have missed it.
I'm a big complainer in terms of like start the games earlier, but it's like, nah, this is a West Coast regular season game. I'm not going to complain about it too much. It's just the nature of the beast. I did follow it a little bit. Luka Doncic had a triple-double last night, in case you missed it, against his former team. 19, 15, and 12, I'm pretty sure. Points, 19 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists for Luka against the Mavericks. But the best part out of last night, Ben, could you click the hilarious play with LeBron? Did you see this play between Luka and LeBron last night? So someone took I can't take credit for this edit. Someone took this edit between Luka Doncic and LeBron and matched it to this play from the movie Semi-Pro. This was from last night, in case you missed it. It It was literally from the movie. So that to me was the best part of the game last night from what I saw on Twitter. It was literally the meme from the movie Semi-Pro.
Dude, that's funny. That's crazy.
Just toying with the Mavericks. I think the game was actually pretty close.
Do you think that's actually film that they potentially watch and they're like, hey, we could run something like that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how deep in the bag do you go? Like,
they've only been together for 2 weeks, and they're like, hey, Luka, run the Semi-Pro.
Maybe they had like a movie night, and they're like, hey.
Run the Semi-Pro, Luka. We don't even have corn dogs, dude. Semi-Pro is hilarious. We got to do like a top sports movies kind of chatter today.
Yes, that would.
I'll keep that deep in my bag.
Good, yes.
You a big sports movie guy?
Dude, love sports movies. I'm trying to think. Dude, back when I was a kid, dude, the Bad News Bears baseball movies.
Bad News Bears is a great one.
Dude, ran my life.
You know what else? Like the OG Bad News Bears?
Dude, the OG one.
Yeah,
There's so many like spin-offs of the Bad News Bears and stuff like that, and like different like versions of it, but like the OG.
You know what's
like,
the great
OG Tanner? Like,
kind of slapstick baseball movie? New era. Benchwarmers.
Dude, that's probably my favorite. Me and Connie talk about that one all the time. Yeah. Reggie Jackson. He's like,
the mailboxes.
I was a cute kid. Yeah.
Dude, Benchwarmers. No one talks about Benchwarmers. But nonetheless, yeah, that was
I am 12.
That's the one scene that everyone talks about. I was a cute kid. So look, Luka Doncic with a triple-double last night, which kind of spawns our trivia question today. You check the time. It's already past 10 a.m., which means we got to get a slab on the table. Yes. Just had to do a quick good morning, a quick happy birthday. But we do have slab or no slab here. And our trivia question for the day with Luka Doncic's triple-double last night, the revenge triple-double. Who has the most triple-doubles in NBA history? Now, most of these are new. You know, there's a lot of triple-doubles these days, not as much as there used to be. Here's your choices. It's going to be Nikola Jokic, Magic Johnson, Russell Westbrook. I put Magic Johnson down twice. I don't know what I was thinking there. We'll just do three then, I guess, Ben. We'll do it live. Nikola Jokic, Magic Johnson, Russell Westbrook. I meant to say LeBron James is the fourth one. But there you go. Those are your options here. Who has the most triple-doubles of all time. Chad is on this one today. But look, we got to play the game the right way. You know, no participation trophies. Jokic, Johnson, and Russell Westbrook. I was surprised. You know what? Never mind. I'll let the chat run. I did want to quickly touch on one thing here in the Luka Doncic Chronicles here. I see these TV shows doing this whole, can Luka Doncic and the Mavericks really contend? And I'm like, who cares? You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, I watched the game, but I'm not gonna overreact to one game against the Mavericks. It was fun. Yeah, Russell Westbrook absolutely crushing the vote. Way to be, chat. Way to be. Russell Westbrook is the correct answer. So we are going to get our slab or no slab giveaway
Let's go.
Moro choosing Magic and Luka. I have no idea what you're trying to say, Rack. I have no idea what you're trying to say, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, try it again. That's a T for try again there. We had a big addition, by the way, to the slab or no slab wheel today.
Oh, yeah, because Corbin Carroll came off yesterday, right?
Corbin Carroll, rookie card, Gem Mint 10 Cosmic Chrome was hit yesterday. Big congratulations to, I believe the name was Irish Smoke 420.
Oh, yeah.
Was our winner.
Smoke.
Oh, morons. Okay, you can't say morons on this app? That blows my mind, Rack. But nonetheless, it's crazy, Rack. The more I learn something new about this app every single day. But there you go. Racked family show, my friend. Family show. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Ben, what's number 25 on the list here? What's number 25 on the Canva list? I'm trying not to get too distracted by Alan and Racked. I already forget what I put on there. It was pretty good if I remember. Oh, yeah. Ellie De La Cruz. Ellie De La Cruz Arrivals Blue Mint 9, number to 99. So it's a Topps Finest die cut. Ellie De La Cruz Mint 9 to 99. I think comps on that thing are around $60-ish to $70-ish, depending on, the time of the year and how Ellie De La Cruz is playing. But yeah, dude, Ellie De La Cruz, sales on Ellie are through the roof, understandably so. Corbin came off the board. I thought it was a big one, so I said, we got to replace it with another big one. Ellie De La Cruz, rookie, Mint 9, number to 99, Arrivals. So there you go. That is added to the list. We got Big Dog in the building today. And Big Dog, I know that you like to bounce around a little bit. So we're going to try to get a little goofy today. I know if there's a guy I can always get goofy with, Big Dog is a good one to do. But first, I wanted to talk about the hot button topic that I saw when I look on the ESPN or the Athletic or wherever you get the news. It's the classic time of the year where everyone stands in front of a microphone at the Combine in Indianapolis, and there's usually some BS, for lack of a better term. And the big BS topic right now at the Combine has been the tush push. And I know we have already kind of discussed the tush push here, but it is really becoming a thing. So the Green Bay Packers, they said, let's ban the tush push. Now, Big Dog, I know you might have gotten on the record about this before, but just restate your case. Are you saying we should ban the tush push or we should not ban the tush push?
I don't think we should ban it.
You do not think we should ban the tush push? No. Now, there are several teams that have come out and said they want to ban the tush push. The Bills and Sean McDermott said they want to, even though they were running it plenty last season.
Yeah, if you can prove to me that there is a greater risk for injury,
right,
then maybe I'm down with banning the tush push. Like, if people are actually getting concussions, like, I remember, like, Brock Purdy the 49ers tried running tush pushes last year, and he was going, like, head first into people getting concussions. So, like, again, I haven't seen any data that has come out that says, like, you are X% more likely, to get injured or to get concussions, or we've had X amount of players injured when the tush pushes ran. So I think people just want it banned because it's overpowered right now for one team.
Oh my gosh. See what Bob says? Bob says the Dolphins should do it. Man, I wish Patty was on the desk today. RW says there's nothing wrong with it. A bunch of babies, crying because it just does not work for them.
I'm fully on the page of we don't need to ban it. Again, I'm for if there is real reason for
if you show me
safety,
hard facts.
Yeah, hard facts for the safety. Because I remember that was the reason potentially for maybe the scapegoat reason for banning it, the safety. But I haven't heard anything. I think it's just because of what RW said. It's because nobody else can run it. But dude, I feel like the Patriots used to run that when they had Brady. It was just a different version.
Just a QB sneak?
Yeah, just a QB sneak. Yeah.
So this was Raheem Morris. It's just a 10-second clip. It's the embrace debate one. Because I think this kind of encapsulates what's going on. No one has a good reason against it. Here was Raheem Morris yesterday. It's a quick clip. That's just not true. You know what I mean? That's just not true. Every single play you see these days, especially when you get towards the goal line, especially when you get to the first down line, you just see a bunch of guys shoving on each other, pushing them, and no one has any problem with it. Now, the juxtaposition here, it's the Eagles rebuttal, I believe, or no, my mistake. Nick Sirianni basically said something that he was just talking about how we work really hard on it. He said it was insulting to the Eagles, and I agree with him. And don't get me wrong, is it sexy? No, but I just think that some team is going to figure out how to stop it. That's what I want to see, is a team that learns how to stop the tush push, and you give us the old an unmovable force, an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, kind of like a heavyweight kind of fight thing. That would be good TV. You look back on history. They stopped UCLA from dunking. Or they outlawed the dunk in the 60s or the 70s because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was dunking. And they said it was unfair. This is ridiculous to me. I hope it does not get banned. Yes, I'm an Eagles fan, but I would like to see a team stop it. That's really what I would like to see.
I think, nobody's cracked the code on that yet, so...
Oh, man, so Bob is talking about Greg Schiano. Why are you saying Schiano, though, by the way, Bob? Where is this coming from? From the Rutgers head coach? The former, one of the worst head coaches in NFL history with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I am wondering where this is coming from. And Godzilla says the Packers aren't good at it, so they want to change the rules. Yeah, Godzilla, I don't know, but I think there's a lot of teams that want to stop it because they're not good enough. You ever see his defense when someone takes a knee? Oh, that's true, Bob, that's true. For those who don't know, Greg Schiano's big advocate for if you're taking a knee, just jam him right in the gut, right in the center's gut. Yeah, that's true, Bob. I did forget about that one, indeed. I will tell you what, though, there is not much going on in the world of the NFL, and do you kind of enjoy it in a little way, Big Dog? Or are you missing it?
What?
Just the quiet, there's not a lot of crap getting thrown around. We talked a little bit about the Jets trading up.
No, I like
Stafford rumors.
I like it.
It's a nice normalcy.
It's we I think we talked about it last week where like the Super Bowl ended and then there was like kind of like the week after like you kind of just go hard like in the off season free agency news just because like you're looking for like your NFL fix kind of. But now it's just like let it go. Like it comes back. Like let it go. Let it have its break for a month. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like the stories are gonna keep going. They're gonna talk about this. They're gonna talk about where Stafford's going, where Rodgers is going. Like. We can't have those. We just can't keep having those conversations in circles. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we can't sit here and be like, oh, where's Rodgers going? Where's Stafford going? So, like, that stuff, again, we got to give it, like, a month for it to all develop. Nothing's going to happen. And then when people are signing their, you know, ink to paper and stuff like that, then we can start talking about it again to see, like, what the future holds in that situation. So, I think it is good. I think it's like, okay, let NFL chill for a month. Time for baseball. Time for, I don't know. Hockey, basketball, whatever.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you. I know
the playoffs.
I know you're a big football fan. Like that's your number one, is it not?
Yeah, for sure.
So what have you been doing, man? What have you been watching? What's everyone been watching?
I've been back into watching I was not watching the Lightning a lot. I watched the Lightning last night because they were playing the Oilers. So like that's a good game against McDavid. But college basketball too. I've been watching.
Yeah,
a lot
baby,
of, now that
it's that time.
Going. And so that's pretty much it. I'll pretty much put whatever like highlight game is on. Been watching a lot of college basketball though.
There we go. Yeah,
taking
3 days away.
A lot of walking slab bets I've been taking.
Let's go. There we go.
Like,
Connie, we got one today. We got
enticing me to watch some more games. So
yeah, we got March starting in 3 days.
March is in 3 days. March Madness will be coming in a couple weeks. So we'll be really into that. That'll be fun in the studio and stuff like that. So.
Good morning, his wifey. All right, we're going to let Connie cook. He's going to get a play for us. I have not looked at the board yet, but in 3 days, we will have conference tournaments kicking off. And if you guys are degens like we are, I know Connie, myself, have been deep into these mean streets of college basketball this season, and we will try to, if you want it. I know a lot of people just don't care, but if you guys do want it, we can get you a couple of these weird, like the ASUN tournament. We'll be talking about it if that's what you guys want.
Yeah, no, that will be good. That's going to be good stuff when that starts coming around.
For some. For others, snooze fest. And for those, I pity you. I pity the fool in the words of Mr. T. Let's talk a little card news here. And not even card news, just some card speculation that has been driving me crazy. And I got to give Conlon a lot of credit yesterday because he said so many things yesterday that triggered some thoughts in my brain that I wasn't able to fully elaborate yesterday. So, Connie, I apologize. We didn't get to your Chandler Simpson talking yesterday. But we were looking at Jackson Merrill a little bit yesterday. And I kind of went on a deep dive.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about it yesterday.
I went on a deep dive at just how damn underrated Jackson Merrill is still being treated, which blows my mind. And pulled this up yesterday. Ben, if you wouldn't mind, I got the little Skeens, Merrill, or Ellie De La Cruz cards here for you. So this is not the Bowman first. I believe it's my understanding Merrill does not sign on his Bowman first, which is why it's nearly impossible to do a fair comparison on the Bowman. Oh, Bob, easy now. So we're looking at the Topps Chrome rookie cards. Wait, what is that, Bob? We're going to have to elaborate on that. Wait, hold on. I did not know this. This might have to be another deep dive. Yeah, I will look it up, Bob. Jackson Merrill, Ellie De La Cruz, and Paul Skeens on their Topps Chrome on-card rookie bases. Now, Ellie De La Cruz data may have been skewed a little bit. Happy Wednesday, Tika, because these were his last two sales. So Ellie's median, probably around $400. Okay. But Ellie's last two sales on his base rookie were $500 and $550. Okay. Which blew my mind. Jackson Merrill's last two sales were right around $200. And Paul Skeens' last few sales were around $400. So, big dog, look, let's say it's your own money. And I tell you, look, I don't care, big dog. I don't care if you want to or not. You have to buy one of these cards. Do with it what you will, but you have to buy one of these cards. Per the price, with the price in mind. Who are you taking?
Dude, I'm big on Ellie, if I'm being honest.
Even with the big price tag?
Yeah, even with the big price tag. All right. Again, it's easy for me to say Skeens being a Pirates fan, but dude, again, talking about it yesterday, I like the potential in Ellie, but Merrill definitely undervalued, as you were saying. I'm curious to see more about it, but I like Ellie.
It's okay. So I respect you sticking to your guns. I'll say it again, like I said yesterday. I think we forget this guy had 67 stolen bases. He hit 260, and I don't have the home runs off the top of my head, to be honest, but we saw the highlights. We already see him hit from back-to-back. What's going on, Brandon? Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, after watching him hit those two home runs a couple days ago, I was like, Yeah, I like Ellie.
The highlight, the electricity, and the ceiling with Ellie De La Cruz is kind of unmatched. Like, you look at all those numbers, and then you look at his strikeout numbers and see, oh my God, 218. And you can look at that one of two ways. You can say, wow, that's a glaring hole in his game. Personally, and I think the way you're looking at it, Big Dog, is you're looking at it and say, you have to imagine that number is just going to go down.
Yeah, for
sure. And
sure.
once that strikeout number goes down, my goodness, the sky is really the limit for Ellie. I cannot blame you, right? I'm going to have to go Jackson Merrill, man. I really do. The guy is still 2 years younger than both of these guys. I don't know if he finished the league with most game-tying home runs or game-winning home runs, but he had like 7 game-tying or go-ahead home runs in the 8th inning or later for the Padres last season.
I didn't even see the price tags on.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm still going with Ellie, but now I see the price.
Yeah. $200 for Jackson Merrill. And he is 2 years younger than Ellie De La Cruz. He is 1 year younger than Paul Skeens, 21 years of age, youngest of the 3 of these guys. There is one guy I left out, though, on purpose. Jackson Chourio. Because come on now, Jackson Chourio, it's difficult to say a bad word about him. Connie asked the question yesterday, is baseball in the best position in terms of young talent as all the other sports? A graphic like this without Jackson Chourio even being on it leads me to believe kind of yes.
For sure, yeah.
And if Jackson Holliday can kind of take a little step up and show us a little more this season, it's hard to say no. I'm just so excited for baseball season. Have you seen some of these crazy videos that have come out of spring training early? There's just that's kind of like a big statement right there. Godzilla says thoughts on Holliday. Caution is my thoughts, Godzilla. In one word, just caution. Because I want to be gung-ho. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think everybody does. But right. I think everybody's thinking that Ethan might end up being better, which is definitely potential. But, dude, Jackson Holliday's looking huge right now. Muscular-wise and whatnot.
And the teacher says also, Dylan Cruz and James Wood, I think more to be seen this season. I'm excited, man. But thoughts on Holliday, just to be honest with you, is just caution in one word. Blaine! What's going on, Blaine? Welcome on in, Blaine. And yes, we encourage you to watch all your replays here. All right, I'll say that much. What's going on, Blaine? I can't believe it, man. There's so much excitement. But yeah, just caution on Jackson Holliday. I wouldn't go too high one way, go too low the other. Let him get more reps this season. Mm-hmm. I did see a highlight. They have another cousin, I believe, who was hitting tank shots as well.
Dude, that's crazy.
The Holliday family, come on, leave some for the rest of us.
Did you see that video of them all 3 hitting in the batting cages?
I did not. No, it's not fair.
I'll have to show you that video.
Not fair. I did see
Ethan and Jackson with
Ethan and Jackson.
the video.
Matt. I gotcha. There was this great video. Ben, it's Jefry Yan shenanigans. Big Dog, I think you would have loved... if you didn't see this already, you're going to love this one. Pitcher for the Colorado Rockies. Let it roll, dude, Ben. You see this guy?
No, wait. Oh, my God.
This was real.
Do you have Zach Veen's bat flip?
Yeah, we played this one. We played that one already.
Zach Veen's bat flip.
What is going on in Colorado, all right? I know it's a legal state. But my goodness,
dude, that's Zach Veen's on Colorado.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
What is wrong with this team, dude?
It's a legal state.
It's a legal state.
I don't know. Look at this guy. Can I say something though? Is it fun to watch? Absolutely. I cannot wait.
In spring training, though.
I cannot wait to see some guy take him yards.
Just destroy him in a game.
Because you know what? And Siege, it is fun to watch. And here's the thing. I have no problem with this because he's going to get rocked. And there are going to be bat flips of epic proportions. Let's go. Slab or no slab giveaway.
Bat flips of epic proportion.
Morgan Rush. Let's go, Morgan. Morgan. I saw Morgan was a very active viewer yesterday. Big congratulations to you, Morgan. Let's see what Morgan is taking down here. 125 or 50. And we have that Ellie De La Cruz Topps Finest to 99 on here. What's that?
Nice. That's what got added in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see it.
So that's 25 or 50?
125 or 50. 125 or 50. 36. Did we just hit 36 yesterday or 2 days ago, I believe? This is a brand new edition. Oh, it's the Gunnar Henderson rookie card spot.
Some Gunnar Henderson.
It was Gunnar Henderson the other day. I said, you know what? Let's load it up. We got plenty of Gunnar Henderson to go around, and I don't think anyone would complain about getting some Gunnar Henderson. Morgan, a big congratulations to you. Gunnar Henderson, rookie logo fractor right there. Who knows? Like I say, with these cards, we put them on the slab or no slab wheel raw. You get them, take a nice look at it. You got it for free. Spend the money to send it to PSA, because if you get a 10 on that thing, whew, Man, well, free giveaway turns into like an $80 card really quickly. Congratulations to you, Morgan. A quick little glance at what else we have on that wheel. We run that back in less than 20 minutes now. Oh, thank you, Ben. Just a quick little glance at some of the other stuff we got on this wheel. If this is your first time joining us, we are going to run this back at 10:45, so less than 20 minutes. We're going rapid fire, ladies and gentlemen. Another chance at that, and I'll just point you guys right now. Hump Day heaters, gilded, definitive, triple threads, and Bowman already loaded up in our store. Going to be an electric day here with Big Dog on the cards, but I did want to continue with some of these awesome spring training videos that I've been seeing coming out. Now, one of the biggest, if not the biggest talking points of this spring training has been the robot umpires, the automatic balls and strike system. Ben, it's the funny umpire reaction. Did you see this one yesterday, Big Dog? Now, the umpires themselves. Have you ever umpired before, by the way?
No, I haven't.
My first job was umpiring. I think a lot of folks out here have umpired. When you're umping, you know when you have a good day. You know when you have a bad day. The second you make a call, you usually know if it's right or wrong, and you just gotta wear the face and move on. This is a great clip from spring training that came out yesterday. Take a watch. So the umpire himself didn't even believe in his own call. Called it a ball. The second the guy challenges, the umpire's probably saying to himself saying like, man, I screwed that one up.
It's like now with that system, if you make the obvious wrong call, it's like, oh, damn it. Yeah. Now he's challenging it.
And listen.
Now it looks bad on me.
I'm loving that. I love when the umpires and the refs show their human side. I think it was Sean Hockley in the German game who called the false start
in German.
Yeah. Look, they're people too. And I pushed back on the ABS system immediately, right? We did a whole show, and I'm still not totally convinced. But I'll be honest, it's kind of going very smoothly, Big Dog.
I don't mind it at all.
I don't mind it either.
I like looking at the graphic too, of where the pitch lands.
It takes a big man to admit when they're wrong, and it's been pretty quick.
I feel like this is a good thing.
I think it is
good too. Think of how many games have been blown from wacky calls or.
Now here's the thing: where with this ABS system, I don't know if it's kind of opening Pandora's box though, and then we're kind of just going to start saying, well, why not do this for every pitch? You know what I mean? Which I don't like. I like limiting it to just 2 challenges or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. So far, so good with the ABS. Yeah. It's been effective, and heck, it's even been comedic at some points, like that last call. Now, meanwhile, Max Scherzer on the other side of things. Max Scherzer, who had his first outing with the Blue Jays here, which is so weird to see. So weird to say. Let's go see Butcher! Take it down the Padres! I told you, Butcher.
Dang!
Jackson Merrill, most underrated. Who would know? A guy who mashes his rookie year at 21 years old would still be an underrated investment. Salute to you, C. Butcher. Let's hit some big ones
Come
today.
on, C. Butcher. Let's run it back today, man. Love ripping for you.
I love that. Appreciate it, Butcher. Max Scherzer said yesterday, we're humans. Can we just be judged by humans? Which I agree with him for the most part, but I'm open-minded, Big Dog. I'm trying to be open-minded. Can we bring Spider Tack back, says Bob. Get the heck out of here, Bob. You want to go back, batting average is at an all-time low. You want to make it even lower? No, we're not bringing back Spider Tack, Bob. Give me a break. All right, so we got this is for Connie. This is the Connie segment right here because he was talking about it a lot yesterday. I was not able to get it on the show in time, but I said, you know what? We have to talk about this because he just won't stop. Have you seen the hottest name in the hobby right now? Chandler Simpson. Your Tampa Bay Ray.
Yeah, I've been hearing. This one is for Connie. Connie is the man that's starting.
He's been beating this drum, and I wasn't able to do it for him yesterday. The hottest name of the hobby. You have the video pulled up. Look at Ben. Look at Ben. He's on it. Let's let this run. 40 seconds. This is a natural, unedited 40 seconds of baseball yesterday. So here's Chandler Simpson. I'm pretty sure so far in spring training, he is either 4 for 5, 5 for 6. He has hardly gotten out. So, all right, he goes to first base. This is it. Oh, look at Ashley. All teams purchased right now get a free break spot. So, Butcher, you get a free break spot. Tampa Bay Rays, now he might not be in this, but look at how Tampa Bay Rays develop. All right. Birthday special for Ashley.
Come on, Chad. Let's get some spots off the board. Get those value spots off the board while we're watching this.
Unedited clip right here. 40 seconds is the total length of this clip. This guy's unfreaking believable. This guy is on. Look, that's it. 40 seconds. Pitch, hit, steal second base.
That's crazy.
Unreal.
Under a minute.
And real quick, before I show some card ladder data, I just want to reiterate the point. All teams purchased during Talkin Slab get a free break spot. So in the next 30 minutes, you can get a spot in a massive break. Wednesday, it's Gilded, it's Definitive, it's Triple Threads, it's Bowman Draft, and a free break spot a little bit later today. Plus, you could get a free slab at 10:45 when we run our slab or no slab wheel. And happy birthday to Suncoast Ashley. Let's keep the vibes high. Chandler Simpson, by the way. Going back to Chandler Simpson. I wondered, what's his most recent sold card? Ben, you got that right there? Chandler Simpson, most recent sales for a Bowman First on-card auto, $260. I believe it's a refractor to 40.99. So nothing crazy. Nothing too crazy. His cards are popping right now. And up 47%, Connie. Now, by the way, Connie, I don't know where these percentages are. Please share with me this resource for the percentages. I would love it. Because I took it back a little farther. I took it back a little bit farther. And before we put it up, Ben, you have it up? That's May, right? That's from May, that last sale was. Anyone want to take a guess where Chandler Simpson, the same exact card, how much it was being sold for in May of 2024? Oh. So less than 1 year ago, the same exact card.
50 or under.
50 or under, says Big Dog. Anyone throwing out a number? Oh, here we go. Do I have 50? Do we have lower than 50? Do I have a higher 50? Higher, lower? Ben? Anyone? $46, says Bob. Mavericks is lower. Would have been pre-Rickwood game, I believe. That's a good shout right there, the teacher. Ben, the results are $31. The poor soul who just sold this on eBay in May has to be kicking themselves. $31 in May. Let this be a reminder to everyone as well. Cam Smith, he just hit 2 home runs. His cards are popping, but Cam Smith was always a stud. Jack Caglione, his cards are popping. He was always a stud. Bazana, blah, blah, blah. We know those big names. Do not sell all of your Bowman autographs, all right? Just because a guy isn't this, grade A hit tool, grade A everything, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. Do not sell everything because some guys will have their day. Hold it and see what happens. Now, Bob sells sell now. Next chance is Rookie of the Year. That's kind of what I wanted to get to, Bob. What do you think here, Big Dog? You're a Tampa Bay Rays fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not asking, I'll be honest, I haven't been a total Chandler Simpson guy. He's got an 80 grade run tool. We've been seeing it happening. He hit 355, I believe, in the minors last season. I don't know if you should sell now, to be completely honest, Bob. And look, I'm not going to tell you not to sell now because the market is popping. He's getting a lot of attention. But here's the bottom line. I think he's forcing the Tampa Bay Rays organization to make the opening day roster.
Yeah, for
This
sure.
is a guy who not a lot of people had making the opening day roster. The Rays, they are big on development. They're open to trying things. Based on speed alone, I think he has earned a roster spot on this Rays roster. I would consider holding this if you're having it right now because, listen, I think people have seen this. I don't know if it's going to go down that much.
Dude, I like it right now to hold, but dude, Bob knows cards, man. Bob,
That's
I'll
true.
be honest,
That's
Bob knows cards. Bob is saying to sell now. Sometimes when Bob buys in on a team, he knows something. When Bob says to sell now, he knows something. He's a sharp, so he's a Rays fan too.
I didn't know Bob. I didn't know Bob was a Rays fan.
Maybe a Rays fan
all
too.
Right.
Speculated Rays fan.
I don't know, man. Either way, the Chandler Simpson hype is just awesome. It's been so fun to watch this guy in spring training. He literally posted on Instagram saying something like trying to force their hand.
And then again, for anybody else who's been collecting the classic Junior Caminero, dude, he cranked a homer. He looks really good from spring training. Saw some highlights of him a couple of days ago. Awesome. So get on that Rays spot.
Get on those Rays, man. Get on those Rays. All right, moving right along here with the baseball talk. We're doing 30 teams in 30 shows, and we do it around 10:30. So at 10:35 today, we are going to look at the Texas Rangers, a team that Jumbo Shrimp has already taken off the board in our next break. Jumbo Shrimp, another one of those sharps here. Rangers last year, 78-84.
After winning the World Series.
A massive disappointment season for the Texas Rangers. I mean, it was just one injury after another. The Rangers could not catch a break last season. To be completely honest, I kind of felt bad for them. You know what I mean? And I don't feel bad for a lot of teams that win the World Series, but they got a decent fan base. I like almost all the guys on the Rangers. I just like the Rangers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not over here wearing Rangers jerseys, but it's like Simeon, Seager, Josh Young, Langford, Carter. Like,
no, they got good guys.
I like all those guys. You know what I mean? So, it was disappointing to see them have such a down year. Safe to say their star player is Corey Seager. You still got Marcus Semien, you still got Jacob deGrom, but I do think World Series MVP Corey Seager would still be their star player.
For sure.
All right. Star pitcher, without a doubt, would be Jacob deGrom, which kind of raised a couple questions here. How much left do you think Jacob deGrom has?
How old is he now?
35. He's going to be 36,
old,
I think, by the All-Star break.
That's old.
So how much does this guy really have left, do you think?
Not much.
Yeah? 2 years?
2 years. Yeah, I was going to say 3 or less. Like 3 was, dude, to be 38, that's still
It's sad. I think it's because of the lack of actual baseball he's played that I feel like DeGrom is younger than he really is. But yeah, man, he's going to be 36 by the time the season ends. Cliff is trying to say, hey, Bob, what do you say about Drew Romo cards if you're such a sharp? I like it, Cliff. Free advice. Why not? Other question about Jacob deGrom, maybe the more interesting one. Is Jacob deGrom a Hall of Famer? Now, when I put that question out there, and if we're going to judge this based on skill, my gut reaction is like, yeah, DeGrom's great. He should be a Hall of Famer.
That's what I...
But when you look at numbers, man.
Not what we're looking for.
It's really tough.
That's the weird thing. It's like a household name, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like somebody that everybody knows, so it's like, he's good. He's been good. Like, it's the Hall of Fame.
2-time Cy Young, I want to say, off the top of my head. I believe 2-time Cy Young. I crunched the numbers. Out of all starting pitchers who have played since 1950, the lowest number of innings for a Hall of Famer is 2,324 and a third by Sandy Koufax. So Koufax has the lowest amount of innings pitched for any starter pretty much post-live ball era since 1950. In comparison, Jacob deGrom has 1,367. So almost 1,000 less innings pitched than Sandy Koufax.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's going to be hard to get Jacob deGrom in just based on that alone, I think. Just tough to argue that, I feel like.
Dude, the one guy didn't even vote Ichiro in, man.
Yeah, come on now, right.
Like, we're going to start seeing this, like...
I don't think deGrom's going to get in, which is just sad, man. Cliff Simpson, I sold all my J-Dom cards, just gut feeling. Cliff, I hear you. That's like so 50-50 when in a market like New York, where it can either go so hard one way or so hard the other. I can't really fault you for getting out now. It's just... when nicknamed like the Martian, you see the ceiling there, it's hard not to get infatuated. Manager of the Rangers, in case we forgot, is Bruce Bochy, the San Francisco Giants legend. And the video that defined the Rangers season, this is one of my favorite ones in a little while so far. Because this, for me, we start looking back at 2023 with the Rangers World Series. And then from there, it was all downhill. So we'll just let it run. This is the Rangers recap of their last season. Dallas. Evan Carter. And the cherry on top. Oh, wait. Oh, it's good. He robbed the home run. I'm sure they gave this guy an extension or something. What happened to him 24 hours later?
The next day?
The next day, dude. The next day, for those who don't remember, Travis Jankowski had one of the catches of the season. That was a walk-off home run, by the way. The White Sox were going to hit. Robbed a walk-off home run, and within 24 hours, the Rangers had waived Travis Jankowski. Man, it was a rough season for the Texas Rangers. They just could not catch a break. Corey Seager dealt with injury. Evan Carter dealt with injury. Wyatt Langford, he picked it up in the second half, but dealt with injury and had a rough start. But yeah, that was the Rangers season in review. Sleeper player for the Rangers this year, I guess it's Josh Young. It's hard to say he's a sleeper because he's so damn good. Like, he is so respected, especially among people like you and I who are in the hobby. But, you know, you look at this Rangers lineup, it's a pretty damn good lineup. I think he might get kind of pushed down a little bit. So that's why I have him listed as my sleeper. So here's my question with the Rangers this season. They won 78 games last year. What is more likely? The Rangers win the World Series or lose less games, or excuse me, lose more games than they did last year?
I think what's more realistic is them losing more games.
You think so?
Than winning the World Series. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, why though? Why do you think they? And I know it's a two polar extremes, but what do you think is more likely?
I guess it's interesting because they only won the World Series 2 years ago, so they do clearly have the potential to get there. It's realistic in that sense, but I don't know, something about the way. Again, we're talking about the 30 team. We're talking about 30 teams in 30 days. We're only like 6 days in, and we're at the Rangers. We haven't even gotten to the top 10, the top 15 of last year. You know what I mean?
That's true.
What those teams might be doing again next year. So I don't know. I'm just looking at it. I think the potential is there. Again, they were there only 2 years ago. They literally made it and won. So it's not like a mystery of can they do it. Like they literally can.
Right.
They literally can. I think. I don't know. I just think the more realistic thing, again, with all of the other teams that we're going to be talking about that are going to be cooking it up this year, I think it's more realistic that they might lose less than 78 games, or they might lose
more than 78. Yes, I understand what you're saying. 2 minutes until we get our slab or no slab giveaway up. And guys, a reminder, if you buy a spot here in our Hump Day Heaters break, you will get a free break spot a little bit later on, so just hang on for that as well. I think it is actually more likely
that they win the
that Rangers win the World Series this season than they lose more games than last year. And I'm not saying put all your money on the Rangers to win the World Series. What I'm saying is I don't think there's a chance in hell that they lose more games than last year. This team is really, really good, and especially when they're all healthy. Maybe the best middle infield in all of baseball when you look at Corey Seager and Marcus Semien. Now you add Jake Berger as your first baseman. You saw how good he was with the Marlins last season, their lone bright spot. Now at third base, imagine a full season of a healthy Josh Young and a good producing catcher in Jonah Heim. That's just your infield. You go to the outfield now. You have a bounce-back season for Adolis Garcia, Evan Carter, who is a World Series hero, and Wyatt Langford. Man, that is your 8 position players right there. All of them could be all-stars. And plus, off the bench, you have Josh Smith coming off the bench. Listen, I'm not telling you guys out there to go buy some Josh Smith cards, but that guy won a Silver Slugger last year for the utility position. Do I have a problem with that? Yes. I think it's a little bit of a Mickey Mouse award. But having said that, he is still like your prototypical bench bat you could have. Just, hey, guy who can play anywhere on the field, guy who can hit pretty well. I think this Rangers team is phenomenal, to be honest with you. And I hate to use that L word, big dog. And I don't have the odds pulled up in front of me. But I feel like the Rangers are an absolute lock to win the AL Central. I think the Rangers are a lock to win the AL Central this next season. Big bounce back year coming. I'm very bullish on the Texas Rangers. And we have a slab or no slab giveaway going right now. Hop on in, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 50-card wheel, 3 PSA graded cards for you. But yeah, man, big Texas Rangers guy this season. I think we're going to have a huge bounce back year. No disagreements I see from the chat today. No disagreements here. Little John, the West. What are we saying about the West?
Just the West.
Oh, I said AL Central. Sorry about that. AL West. Yeah, my bad, Little John. Thank you for calling me out there. I think I got the Rangers winning the AL West this season. I really do. Any rebuttal here, by the way, because listen, I don't think it's going to be a no. I think they're a lock. I'm going to say it again because look, the Astros.
Down.
I'm doubling down. The Astros, I think, got worse. You know what I mean? I don't think they're bad, but the Astros got worse. They're favorites in the West. Okay, the Astros got worse. The Mariners, they're good, but I don't think that lineup is good enough to match the Rangers. And look, the Angels. I like what you're building. You're still a few years away. A's, I said it already. I like what the A's are building. Still a few years away. Give me the Rangers to win the AL West. I know what you're saying, Little John, and I do think the Astros will make the playoffs, but, you know, it's close. I'm still going to go with the Rangers this season, but I'm surprised. I didn't get to check that. I'm surprised to learn that they are actually the favorites in the AL West. All right, big dog. What do we got going on here in the card world? I saw this card get hit recently. Ben, it might be my holy grail. Did you see this card get hit? In your opinion, Little John? I hear what you're saying. I got to check what Vegas was saying. I saw my new holy grail. I said a Tim Robinson card was my holy grail.
Oh, yeah.
How about this?
The Harambe bat knob.
Or I thought this was a joke. I thought this was a joke at first when I saw this. A R.I.P. Harambe Bryce Harper 1 of 1.
Isn't that crazy?
What are we doing here? This came out of Tier 1, I believe. Wow. I mean, this is the kind of stuff I think you would see in Definitive, which, by the way, is live right now. Hump Day Heaters, Philly spot still live. Big dog. Craziest card you've ever seen in terms of an actual, like, relic?
Dude, one of them. Actually, we probably don't have the picture of it, but I saw from the F1 Dynasty, there was, I don't know if you saw it, there was literally like a Chipotle patch. I don't know if you saw that. Like the full-on Chipotle patch. So I'm not saying that one's cooler. This is probably cooler. But like, again, recently I've been seeing a lot of interesting relics like in cards on the internet. I have seen this one. Dude, imagine having that. Like,
I can't imagine.
Dude, imagine having that. Like,
I mean, it is seriously.
Dude, why did he even have that on his bat knob? Like, why? Like,
I wonder if Bryce Harper is like reached a phase in his life where he's now like a father.
Dude, do you know what? Have you seen Bryce Harper on the internet? He bakes banana bread on TikTok, and
this is what I'm
he's
saying.
Like in his like cooking phase on TikTok for some reason.
Bryce Harper is hitting some sort of like midlife crisis.
Yeah, dude,
like
if I want to make dinner tonight, like I'm going on Bryce Harper's TikTok and seeing what his recipes are like.
I am loving the second phase of Bryce Harper's life where he's just memeing with R.I.P. Harambe bat knobs, making banana bread in his influencer era. I am all over it. Now, there is one part of card news that I want to bring up that I don't know how I feel about it. Ben, it's Topps Tokyo. So,
the Tokyo series cards?
Topps is really, and listen, you know, I pro Topps in general, and I usually speak positively of Topps, you know, especially being on Fanatics Live. But this is one that I don't really know how I feel about it, to be honest with you. This is just a little, they've just been sprinkling in some different posts recently. They're going to be releasing a Topps Tokyo series. And like, I get it. The Japanese players in the MLB right now are phenomenal. Between Sasaki, Imanaga, Yamamoto, and of course, Shohei Ohtani, greats like Ichiro, and I'm sure there are many others to name. Yu Darvish, all these Japanese ball players. I just don't know, honestly, how I feel when products are released where it's specifically, for this limited set, you know what I mean? And like, I'm not a huge fan of it, to be completely honest with you. I know we were talking a little bit yesterday about the Victor Wembanyama set. Just wanted to hear what you thought about it, big dog.
I've seen these getting circulated around. No crazy thoughts on it, honestly.
And the cards do look cool.
They
Don't
do
get me
look
wrong.
cool. The only good thing is that the players on the cards are big names. So that's like the big thing is that they are big chases. I see what you're saying is like they're just the only thing that I see about this is it just adds more product to like the market. So like if you're an Imanaga collector, I feel like your Imanaga value potentially, I don't know how it changes when you put more Imanaga autographs out there in the world. You know what I mean? Like he's already, I don't know. I think it's fine. I think it's cool. Again, you have Yamamoto, Ohtani, Imanaga, and there was I think a couple other guys like in the set as well. When is that? Is that the end of March or like middle of March? Or
I'm not sure, to be completely honest with you. They've been pumping it a lot. I've seen it a lot on my socials.
I was curious of when those may come out too, or like what the deal with those is going to be.
I just wanted to bring it up, see what we thought about it. Just honestly,
again, they're always going to be making. There's also like mascot cards coming out too. I don't know if you saw those.
I did see that. I actually had that on here as well.
So like they're always just making new products like to fit with the time, I guess.
The top Series 1 celebration. I haven't seen a ton of details on this.
Imagine us ripping this, dude. Imagine us ripping some of this.
This got me wondering, though, Big Dog, and I felt like you would be the perfect one to ask this. Yeah, top Series 1 celebration. We got mascots on the cover of a box for the first time ever. I'm here for it because, you know what? This isn't trying to be like guys like Bob V. He's not going to be buying this. You know what I mean? This isn't meant for breaks. This isn't meant for Bob V's. It's just supposed to be fun. So it got me wondering. What other fun things can we add into products? You know, like, I thought of one. For football especially, I want coach cards.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like, I want a Nick Sirianni, like, to 5.
Yeah.
Where he's, like, yelling at the crowd or something like that.
Yeah.
What else? Do we have anything else that could be kind of like, Wildwood says, how about GameStop getting into the card business? Wild, what are you talking about specifically? I know they've been in the card business for a little while now because I was at the mall one day just bored. Like, my girlfriend was in some like clothing shop and I was like, all right, I guess to go to GameStop. And I saw they're like, we will buy your cards. And I showed them a few of my cards and they told me what they would offer for me. And I was like, are you kidding me? It was like worse than when you tried to trade in your own video game. Yeah, the GameStop comp prices were
like the Paul Scheme Superfractor. They're like, we'll give you $7.
Dude, we'll give you a nickel. That's kind of what it was. I had like this Keegan Murray case hit, don't ask, and they're partnering with PSA. All right, I don't know if I did not see that. All right.
I've seen this, that you can take your cards in and GameStop will submit them to PSA for you and stuff like that.
That's not bad.
Sure, I'm sure GameStop is probably on the down.
Yeah, just looking for any way.
Yeah,
like video games are hobby, like sports cards and Pokemon cards and the same things like that. So I feel like it's not the worst place to make that like a hub for. No,
I'm with you. It's not like a total random. There is a cross market there.
Yeah.
You got anything though, Big Dog? You got anything else you'd like to see?
I like more of. Alan Ginter kind of does it. I like that they add the stadium food cards in. I think I like having like the hot dog and the popcorn cards are cool. No, man. Just
keep it calm.
Just put the baseball players on the card.
There
put
you
the
go.
colored borders on them. Make them numbered. Make them rare. We don't.
And let's ride.
Yeah, I don't really need a mascot card. I don't really need a pirate parrot. Philly Fanatic.
Oh, come on. I love the Philly Fanatic. Wild Wit, they have more cash on hand than ever. Don't give me any ideas now, Wild Wit. Come on now.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Maverick with a puppy bowl. There we go. Now we're talking.
I guess GameStop did blow up a couple years ago, so maybe they're chilling again.
Oh, Blaine, actually, that's crazy. Did they charge like a big fee, or is it just like pretty standard, a good, easy middleman to do that? Kind of like a cheaper. Dang, good to know, Blaine. I wasn't aware about that. Kind of like, remember like 7-Eleven when they started to fail? They started becoming like a tax hub. I remember. It was like a little known thing. That's pretty cool, Blaine. Good. Hey, if Blaine does it, then I think it's good enough for the rest of us.
It's Blaine LaFleur approved, chat. Stamp of approval.
If you get the Blaine stamp of approval, I would sign up for that one. All right, I saw some crazy news yesterday in sports. 2 big retirements.
Diana
Taurasi.
I know.
One of them. WNBA great. Diana Taurasi calls it a career after 20 years.
I mean, that's a long career. So.
That's a damn long career, but someone beat her by 1 year who retired yesterday as well. Did you see this one?
No.
The bodyguard. Jason Peters.
No, I didn't see that.
Finally!
I did not see that.
At long last, Jason Peters calls it a career after 21 years. I tell you what, Big Dog, watching the Eagles, Jason Peters was the absolute man, and then he kept coming back, and he kept coming back, and he kept coming back. And my goodness, that guy was one of the worst players I have ever seen in his last few years. And still, after this guy was already one of the worst players I had ever seen, kept getting on teams' practice rosters. And I'm going to share a piece of inside info that I had heard. This dude had so much gambling debt to pay. I'm sorry. Someone told. I don't know if this is public.
Just dox the man.
I don't know if this is public knowledge or not, but there's only 85 of us in the room. I'll share it. The rumor I heard, and it's pretty a true rumor.
Doubling down on it.
Was that he just kept signing with any team's practice squad because he's like, oh, I got some debts I got to pay off. Notice how he didn't just retire. The Seahawks gave him a position. I think they were like, Jason, buddy,
here we go.
We love you, man. We're going to give you a position. He's a quote quote-unquote veteran mentor with the Seattle Seahawks. So there you go. Jason Peters, congratulations for calling it a quits. Hall of Famer Jason Peters, no doubt. He will be a Hall of Famer. But on this tune here, big dog, it kind of led to my little top 5 list today. The top 5 things, athletes and other things, that should have called it quits earlier.
Okay.
I'll give you the floor real quick before I get into it.
No, I need you to start saying yours
Do you have
first.
anyone that comes to the mind who should have called it quits? Because I almost said no wrecked. D-Love says probably getting into too many Suncoast breaks. As in Mahomes or our Pat?
Either or. Should have called it quits.
Recton and the Large are saying Aaron Rodgers, and I almost put Aaron Rodgers on this list, but he had a good year.
No, you got to go through your list. So
All right. So I'll start with number 5. Number 5 on my list was Allen Iverson. And this one is a personal one because he came back to Philly, I remember, when his career was over. Like, he was 34 years old, and you think 34 years old, he still have a few years left. This guy was cooked. He was spending too many nights at TGI Fridays.
Nice.
And the Sixers traded for him just to trot him out there like a little playing mascot. Let's cheer for AI while we have nothing else to root for.
AI is a good one.
And if you remember, he just stopped showing up middle of the season. Like, there was like a few games left, and he's like, this was a mistake. He just stopped showing up. Number 4, the TV show Lost.
Dude, they went on for like 20 seasons. Dude.
Anyone remember the prime of the TV show Lost? I rewatched this show kind of recently, and it's like such a good show.
There's so many episodes.
And you get to the last season of that show, and it's like, what are we doing here? Like, you could have just ended it. It would have gone down as one of the all-time greats. And I think by them pumping out more episodes, it tainted its entire existence. Number 3, this one's a little more recent. Mike Tyson, man.
Dude, Mike Tyson.
Why the hell did he come back? Why the hell did Mike Tyson come back to fight Jake Paul? Because, look, I'm not saying it totally tainted his legacy, but, like, there's an asterisk now. When you think about Iron Mike, it's like, for people like me, you could have had Mike Tyson's greatest hits and let that be his lasting impact. Now, when we talk about Mike Tyson, I'm going to say, remember when he fought Jake Paul for no freaking reason, and it was awful, scripted cash grab, Cloud Jedi? Mike Tyson will say, I shouldn't have called it early. You know what I mean? I should have come back here and got my bag. But on all intents and purposes, the legacy of Mike Tyson in my mind is like, what the hell are we doing? Number 2, and this one might have been number 1, but I feel so strongly about number 1. Number 2, and I'm surprised no one said this, Tom Brady. He was winning. He was winning. He won the Super Bowl. But if you remember, he already retired.
Yeah.
That's where the difference is.
Yeah.
He already had retired. Beloved Aaron
Only
Rodgers.
for like 20 days, though.
He had already retired. And the reason I have him on this list is because he gave up his whole family. His relationship with Giselle. He threw it away to go, what was it, 8 and 9? 9 and 8 or whatever it was? Tom Brady could have walked off into the sunset. He had nothing left to prove in his entire career. He had a beautiful wife. He had the great family, all of it. And he said, you know what? I already retired. I got to run it back one more year just to go, I don't know, 8 and 9 or 9 and 8. Oh, my goodness. Exactly, Alan. Let the karate teacher take her. Giselle was cheating on him with his jiu-jitsu trainer. 8 and 9, Maverick. That's what I'm saying. And you say Tiger Woods Wild Wet, and that still may be true, but he did win the Masters Wild Wet. I guess you could say the same thing about Tom Brady, but it's the fact that Tom Brady retired after the Super Bowl and then still said, you know what, I'm back. And Giselle gave him the ultimatum, said it's mere football. He chose football, went 8 and 9. I'll never get over it. I know, Irvin. I know it's ridiculous. And number 1, something that should have called it quits earlier, the Star Wars franchise. I am a huge.
Why did they come out with 3 more?
I grew up a huge Star Wars fan, big dog. A huge Star Wars fan.
Star Wars hyper in the store though.
And now, and now I can't even look at anything Star Wars because they kept it going. Number 1 is Star Wars. I am sorry. And Fresh Pack Rips taking it down. Our slab or no slab giveaway today. Let's go, Fresh Pack Rips. Let's hit a banger.
125 or 50 there, Pack.
Let's go, Pack. 31 is going to be the magic number. Fresh Pack, who we got
We'll
here?
take, Pack. We take.
31 is, that would do.
Corbin Carroll.
How about two big name rookies?
Corbin Carroll?
And like we say, you get it raw, and then you slab it up. Don't AO me. No one AO me. I caught myself as I was saying it.
Slab that up,
Slab it up, Fresh Pack Rips. Get a Corbin Carroll rookie. Big bounce back year for Corbin Carroll. I'm telling you. I am telling you. Mavericks Saint throw. Maverick, it's funny you mention it. I almost put that. That's a good honorable mention. Udonis Haslam. But ladies and gentlemen, that is awesome, Maverick. At a certain point, you just got to respect the guy from just slowly siphoning money from a franchise from Pat Riley. Real quick, last call for a free break spot. Hump Day Heaters. 1 box of Gilded, 1 box of Definitive, 2 boxes of Triple Threads, and 4 boxes of Bowman Draft Hobby Jumbo. Let's hit big today, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go.
It's Big Dog and Big Tonka on the cards today. Blaney, says Rothschild.
Get in on this, Blaney. Let's go. Let's party. Let's party early in the morning. It's
Let's fizz it up.
Birthday.
Everyone, wish Ashley a happy birthday when you see her in the chat. And let's hit some bangers. Appreciate you guys joining us. Shout out Krager for getting that break filled early in the morning. And Golden Gator was hit last night. You will see it on Instagram, Suncoast Sports Cards. Give us a follow if you want to see what we hit massive in that Golden Gator and Definitive last night. More where that came from today. But without further ado, we're going to send it over to our guy Rothschild for a big break, man. Big break. Hop on in. We'll see you right here on Suncoast Sports. Have a great day, everyone.